Yes, you read it right. It is official member of the Baby Boy Club. Forget anything anybody told you about Baby Boys. Like, I'm a different species girl. So, what's the name? I've been gone for a very very long time. I'm very sorry, guys, and I had things going on for me. No, I had like an exam to take, an aptitude test to take, so I had to like study. I just hope I do well because that exam was not even easy at all. But that one is aside, guys. Like today, I want to talk about something quite serious. I want to start a conversation. Actually, I don't want to be like start a conversation. I think like a couple of people have talked about this thing before. I can remember to me that we were talking about it maybe last year or maybe 2 years ago thereabouts. And I just feel like I can start a conversation about it again and bring it up. Um, this was not what I wanted to this was not what I wanted to talk about. Before I wanted to give you guys like a very juicy story time, but that will become maybe like next week or maybe later this week. So yesterday we were watching, like I was watching TV with my cousin and his wife and stuff, and all of us were in the sitting room. We were just like having like a good time, right? Then I don't know how the conversation just led to um talking about churches and pastorate and workers and stuff like that. There was like we talked about this particular topic I'm going to talk about. I'm going to give like a story time. The story time might not look like it might not make complete sense because it's not my story time. It's like someone's gist. I'm just giving you guys the gist. You guys know me now. Like I'm carrying the gist over. Don't judge me. So we're just talking about the fact that like big churches and like where they have workers and they won't even like give them like stuff to like encourage them. They expect like their workers, like the choirs, the ushers, the valet people and stuff to work for free because they are supposedly working for God. Because I like in my mind I'm always like even though it's once in a year, especially this festive season that we're getting into like Christmas time, give them amper. Some churches are very loaded. Do you understand? There are some churches their pastor changes what's the name? Their car every month. Do you get? So I'm very sure churches like that can afford ampers, mini ampers. Give all your choirs, give your valet people, give your ushers, give do you understand? They'll be encouraged. They want to do more for God. They'll feel like people are appreciating what I'm doing. It's natural. We are human beings. Human beings like being appreciated. So if there's anybody that tells you that no, I don't like being appreciated, I just do things I do because I do it because it's a lie. Shut up. Like shut up. It's a lie. You are doing it for something. Do you understand? It's good to be appreciated. It makes you feel good. It makes you feel like as if what you're doing is right and people are encouraged. Do you understand? It's good to be encouraged now. You feel good about yourself. You even want to do more. Do you get it? So I feel like the churches can do better. So like if you know someone, like maybe like your family is like a pastor, or maybe your dad or your mom, or I don't even know. Maybe even you yourself, you're a pastor, or you're like a minister or something. You can do something about it. I beg. Do you understand? These people they are doing enough. They'll come and be singing in church every so. You think it's easy for you to come out to be a choir? You have to attend first service, second service, third service, fourth service. A church like this star self, that's it. The whole Sunday is for God. And you want them to continue like that, like every time, year in, year out, without encouraging them. You people can do better. I beg. So going to the story time that my cousin told me, right? Okay. So he was saying something like, there was this man that was attending a particular church, right? So there's like one of these church worker. I don't say like a church worker. I don't know like what is that position person was, but like a church worker. He knew. Let's say maybe the year was like maybe 2000 and let me just give like a time frame and stuff. Maybe 2005. He knew the master like maybe 2005. He has been attending the church, right? Maybe he attended the church for like a year. Then he traveled out. Then before he attended the church, before he left the church, sorry, he kind of like he knew this man and he knew that this man had a particular problem. Like he had like a a, a medical problem, like a disease, or probably he had like something that's very obvious. That when you know some people that when they have some disease, like you understand, it's not like kidney failure or heart disease or something that you cannot even see until the people like maybe they tell you about it. He had a very obvious disease that it was battling with, and he traveled and the man that knew him traveled abroad. He was there for a long time. Then he came back to Nigeria again after a particular period of time, and he still noticed that this particular man was still in that church, and he was still the same way he looked before he left for the before the man that knew him left for the US or there or wherever he went to, for years. Like the church, the supposed church he was going to, this church is a big church. Oh, I'm not going to like name the name of the church, you understand, because I'm not about to give them promotion. Like this church is a big church, one of these big cathedrals and stuff, could not do anything about it. So I think because of that issue, that issue, the that man said he had the testimony to give in church. So they called him during the testimony time. They went forward. I think he gave his testimony. I think the main reason why he did it because of he wanted to talk about this particular issue, but he used like testimony to like cover up for the stuff, right? So he went to the podium, gave him the microphone, he gave his testimony, then he diverted to the man's issue. Do you get? Was talking about it, that for years he has known this man and the church could not do nothing about it. And before you know now, in like 10 minutes time now, they'll tell you to drop offering, they'll tell you to drop your tithe, they'll tell you to drop all these things. And you cannot even help a man that it's obvious that this man needs help in your church. And that's the same thing I say about when I see like pastors buying flamboyant. I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, I'm not even joking, like half of the people coming to your church, they're supposedly coming because they want God to do a miraculous thing in their life. God is never going to come down to come and do something miraculous in someone's life. Do you get it? He's going to use people around you. Do you understand? So there's nothing bad if a man is praying for a car in church and the pastor or somebody that is in church, so someone that is in church can afford the car and give this man, and the person should like cannot do it. It does not make sense. Do you understand? Like it doesn't make sense at all. I'm not lying to you. I'm a Christian. I'm a Christian. No, I'm a Christian by religion, and I think I'm a religious. No, I'm a spiritual person. How am I even? I don't even know which one is which. But you get what I'm trying to like say, right? Like I just feel like I don't know. The church needs to do better. I'm not a Muslim, so I can't talk about I can't talk about it in the Muslim aspect or in their mosque or whatever aspect. What is going on in their Islamic religion? But the one I know, Christianity. You guys need to do better. Better. I'm not even talking about like just kidding. This is festive season, so if this information gets out there, hopefully this thing goes far and people get to like hear about this thing I'm talking about. You guys need to do better. This is like festive season. Encourage your workers, do something for them. Do you understand? You don't need to buy them a car, you don't need to build them a, nobody's asking for that one. It's too extreme. Do you understand? Encourage them with something. Give them a bag of rice, give them amper, give them I don't know what is there to give. Make them happy, make them feel noticed. Encourage people. Do you understand? It won't cost you anything. So that's basically it, guys. I don't want to talk about this thing. I just feel like we need to do better, because this is like a platform for me to like share not just share my story. It's not every time I'll be giving you guys story time, I'll be gossiping. Even like gossiping, this one's small, but you guys get what I'm talking about. Like it's not every time I'm going to be doing like whispering gossip or story time or whatever. I don't talk about like serious issues sometimes. That's I don't use my turban. I was really pissed. I didn't even sleep well yesterday. I'm just joking. I didn't sleep well yesterday night because of this. Now I feel better. So that's basically. So if you know a pastor, or your family is a pastor, or your daddy or your mom or anybody, tell them that they should encourage the workers in church to the smallest position of worker you can think of in church, even the one that is going to sharing pamphlets or something, or like just do something. People, do something. I'll see you guys in my next video. Since I've not posted for a long time, I think I'll give you people like maybe 2 videos this week, because it's not easy. This thing I'm doing, it's not just about sitting down filming and giving you guys. It is a lot of work. I've said it before. So I'll give you guys like 2 videos this week. A round of applause for me. Oh my god. That's basically it, guys. I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.